go read Jungle Juice. I'm not kidding when I say I'm infatuated with this art, with this story, with these characters. Jungle Juice is really, really good. I think the first thing that captured my attention about this comic is the fact that it's really fast-paced. Like, sometimes to a point where I'm like, wait, days just passed by and like we're all of a sudden doing the next big thing, which maybe is jarring or it sounds jarring, but in my opinion, I think it's a good thing, right? We're not wasting any time. We're jumping right into the action, right into the character development, and it's all super well done. I love the pacing, and I think overall, it really enhances the story. The characters are not only like interesting in their own rights, but the designs are just freaking phenomenal. Everyone stands out and they're super unique. The outfits, the hairstyles, just the way they're drawn is absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm in love with like every single character in this story, like just visually. Just like I want to hang out with them and maybe even be in a relationship with them. I don't know. But Joe, they're insect humans. What was that? I don't care. Sushan Jong is our main character. He's a dragonfly boy, and I gotta say, he really stepped up from like a typical normal protagonist to someone who has started to become one of my favorite characters in the comic. He's still like developing that, and I still want to see how that grows, but I absolutely love his dragonfly powers. He's got the compound eyes, and he's able to fly like super fast. It's made me realize that the dragonfly, like in the wild, kinda OP. I also like how he's repulsed by bugs despite the fact that he's become like a bug human himself, which is just super fun in my opinion. Region Park, I think she's a cockroach. The story hasn't necessarily confirmed it, but she's freaking really cool. And also, you know, maybe good looking, like maybe just a little bit attractive, I don't know. And the other characters as well, like even some of the ones that aren't like the main characters, they have a lot of screen time. They get screen time, they get to show off what they can do as part of their own abilities, and there's all kinds of insect abilities. The bombardier beetle, you know, the katydid, the scorpions, and the cockroach wasps. It's all super cool. The professors, the villains, like every design is unique, it stands out, and every insect design in return is unique and stands out from the others, which in my opinion is not an easy thing to do, right? But at the same time, there are a lot of insects out there, so I'm curious how they're all going to be incorporated. The nest is an interesting concept, a place where insect humans can live and study, and I think I want to trust it, right? I like the professors, or at least Professor G, and I think it's really cool, right? But at the same time and time again, they've proven that they're absolutely incompetent. Like every single time there's an activity or they go out and do something, freaking, there's always something wrong that happens, and it's like, dude, I thought you were the nest, bro. I thought you were the nest. But overall, I think it's a great concept. You know, it's just like, I like it better than if it was just like all kinds of animal humans, right? Because when you divide it and you focus solely on the insects, there's still a ton to choose from, especially since other arthropods also count. But I think it's better because you get more specific. There's still a wide pool, and yet it's like, okay, I only can think of insects, so like, what would this insect do, you know? Does this one have Thomsen? Does this one move fast? Can they jump really high, you know? Are they a predator or are they prey? I think that's the most fascinating and probably the main concept of Jungle Juice is like becoming a human, what it means to be human. Our main character wants the Cinderella juice so he can turn back into a human, right? But is that even like what it really seems? Because the main villain doesn't necessarily think so. And the whole time there's this concept of like predator and prey, you know, the praying mantis can't be defeated by the dragonfly, but also like being a human, right? Like the humanity in you is what makes you triumph, and how like, you know, doing the right thing is what makes you a human, right? So you're not like succumbing to those instincts. I don't know, I think it's really well done. Not to mention the action, like this comic has so much incredible action. I was getting out of my seat, jumping up and down within just like the first like 15 chapters, you know, which normally are like the introductory chapters, but you're right into the action right away. And what's really cool is that this entire story is a part of a larger universe of comics, the Super String universe. It's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but for comics, which is just super neat. So this story is actually just one story, a part of a bunch of other stories. I highly recommend Jungle Juice. I want to talk more about this. I want to talk about more specifics once I actually catch up entirely. I'm making progress, so once I actually catch up, I'm gonna make hopefully another one down the line, because dude, I think this comic is like one of the best. It's just so fun. like if I had to describe it, it's just fun. Like, why wouldn't you want to read something that gets you as excited as you would be when you read Jungle Juice? I never thought I'd want to be an insect human, but here we are. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content. And thank you to WEBTOON for sponsoring this video. If you haven't already, what are you doing? Download WEBTOON. They have so many incredible comics on there of all different kinds. It's just a blast getting to scroll through and pick the new comic to read for the day. And you're never gonna run out because there's like literally hundreds and hundreds of options to choose from and genres to choose from. So shout out to WEBTOON. Thank you for sponsoring. And with that being said, I will see you in my next WEBTOON review. Take care.